What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video, and in this one we are going to talk about an important topic: what a losing streak, what a losing month should look like in the eyes of a profitable trader. Welcome to the channel. So my name is Joe and I've been insanely consistent over the last 5 months, coming to 6 at the moment, and I want us to discuss, because we discuss wins a lot, but the losses we rarely discuss. But this is what should happen when you are profitable and you are losing in the market. So we are all profitable traders, that we have to agree. If you're on this channel and watching this video, you are a profitable trader. Why do I say we are all profitable traders? Because every trader has made profit at some point in the market. You lose, but you make profits, so you're profitable. Just the small difference could be maybe in systems that we trade or something, but I genuinely say this, that we are all profitable traders. And for us people who trade prop firms, we ought to be very profitable because we know the rules and the ones that we follow. So here is what I'm talking about as a consistently profitable trader. I think when you're facing a losing streak, there are measurements you have to come up with, right? There are things that you have to do to ensure that you don't lose the accounts. Like for me right now, I've been really losing a lot in the last month, this month probably, the last one and this one. But one thing I'm sure of is I give it time. You know, you lose, but you give it time. You follow the system and it loses. You give it time, because that system that is losing at the moment has made you plenty of money at some point, right? So actually, it is not me trading, it is my system now. And some losses I take is because I'm not following that very system. I hope most of you are understanding where I'm coming from. So let us say you have a 50k account or a 5k account and it has lost like 4 trades in a row. That's alarming, right? It is very disturbing. It's alarming. But how can you come back from this drawdown? That is also a different strategy, how you're going to come back from the drawdown. So you have to adapt every day with new situations, new challenges. Because here is the thing: you could be a profitable trader but still make losses in the market. That is the truth. But how you come back from these losses matters a lot. Because what most people do is, we really want to get that payout now. We really need it to pay our bills, to do this. But that is, you're playing the game on a disadvantage already. Instead of being calm, because trading is an adventure you take on to become profitable and maybe make a career out of it. And some people are putting too much pressure on trading. So I think you have to be realistic with yourself. You know, understand that in this game there is losing and there is winning, just like real life. There is losing and there is winning. But a loss doesn't mean that, oh, you're done, you're finished. No. It means that what you've done was not in line with what the market is doing. So you just have to go back to the drawing board and start drawing again. This month I've also lost. Actually, I've lost, but the only thing I've lost is an account whereby I left a position and it came past my stop loss and, you know, continued down. And that is the lesson, the biggest lesson I've learned for this particular month that ended, is that if you decide to stay in a position on the weekend, you have to agree that it could blow your account. I was not even mad at this account, no, because it was an honest mistake. Even the profitable traders are still in the process of learning and improving. So we as traders who have not yet achieved what we want, we have to be very vigilant. We have to be careful and understand our system better. For me, I trade trend line breaks, and I use a bunch of support and resistance, price action to understand how my chart is going to work. That is what I do every day. Some days I'm good, other days I'm not, but at the end of the month, have I learned from my mistakes? Have I learned from the things I did really, really well? Have I wrote down whatever I want to, write down at that moment? So as a trader, you should always be vigilant. You should write down. You should take every day as a brand new day. Do not come into the next day still thinking about the other loss that you made yesterday. No, that is not right. Just think about where your accounts are at the moment. Where your accounts are at the moment and how you can, be able to come out of that at that very moment. So that is what I wanted to come out and communicate in today's video. I think trading prop firms is one of the best things that has happened to trading, right? Because you have access to capital that you probably would never have had access to. I am a testimony that I've gained from prop firms, and I think everybody that can be careful and can take steps, baby steps, but improve daily, can get at a point where they'll earn from prop firms, get your first payout, get a second, get a third. But it doesn't just happen like that, because when you get the first one, you have to be very careful on how to get the next one and another one. So you have to understand that trading is real and it can change your life in an instant, as long as you understand the concept and try to get better every day. I'm not promising you that you will not fail and you will not face hardships. Even when you get profitable, you will still face a lot of hardships. I think those ones, it is just the design of life that we face hardships. For example, I'm in drawdown on almost all my accounts, but one thing is sure is I've not lost any of the accounts apart from that one where I stayed in the weekend, and I actually didn't know, because I thought maybe if it comes to your stop, it would just exit. It would stop you out on your stop loss, but the thing went past my stop loss and continued down because of that weekend gap. So that is the account that I've lost. I have my other accounts. It is a luxury to have plenty of accounts that you trade on, because one account does not take too much hit, right? Because it happens in trading. You make losses sometimes. You just have to be careful. What losses am I taking? Were they justified? You have to justify your losses. Are they in the system? Am I still trading my system that made me such and such an amount? Or am I going off-road with my own, understanding and everything? So as a trader, you have to keep improving every day. You have to learn. I actually went back to school to start learning again. Of course, YouTube. I went back to YouTube to start learning and improving my strategy. Because if you keep on trading the same thing, sometimes it will suffer and other times it will come out victorious. But when it suffers, you have to know how much you trade, how less you trade, how much lot size you're going in with. Yeah, but basically that is generally it. Right now I'm with FTMO and got funded. Those are the accounts I have at the moment, and I'll get back to funded next. I'll get an account with them again, and I'll see how this year is going to end, bruh, because 2025 has been such a good year. it is a good year, and 2026 is even going to be better because it's November already and we have started talking about the next year. But I think you should lock in. Let us make the final touches in these last months. If you're planning on getting funded, make sure you enter 2026 with some funded accounts. I'm also on the road to getting some more funded accounts for 2026 so that we begin the year off strong. Because imagine when you begin the year strong, by the time the year is coming to an end, you're like, you're just doing it for luxury, and that's quite important. Take your time. Do not rush anything, because if you rush, that is when you're viable for mistakes. Take your time. Spend time on the TradingView app. The charts, you have to put in extra effort. You have to see how the chart is moving, all that. So take your time, believe in yourself, and know that you are profitable. It is just a matter of time that you're going to cash out, but you are a profitable trader. You just have to know your strategy, to keep improving it, and with time it is going to make you a lot of money. Anyway, I'll not go beyond this, but those that are in the Telegram group, I appreciate you very much. We are still cooking up things. We are still thinking of things, and trading, man, it is the best thing that has happened, and trading prop firms is one of the best things that have happened into the trading space. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. That is an update. I'm in drawdown, and I've not lost the accounts. That is a positive. I'm going to come back stronger. That is another positive. I'm going to, because I've already even started coming back from the drawdown, and yeah, basically that is it. And I also want to encourage traders out there, do not rush it. Take it slow. Take your setups that you know will work best for you, because if you've spent a lot of time on the chart, you know how your instruments move. Those that trade gold, those that do BTC, those that do forex pairs, you know how these pairs do move. So take your A+ setups. It could be an A+ setup and still lose, but at least you know you're following that system. Even if a system loses, you'll be like, okay, the system has lost this trade, but I did follow the plan, right? But when you enter abruptly and it loses, you'll be the one to blame, because you have not entered the system at all. So it will be you to blame, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.